Genesis 5, verse 1. This is the written account of Adam's family line. Introduces the genealogy of Adam, documenting the generations after him. Genesis 5, verse 2. He created the male and female and blessed them. Reaffirms God's creation of humanity in his image, male and female. Genesis 5, verse 3. When Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son in his own likeness, in his own image, and he named him Seth. Adam's lineage continues through Seth. Genesis 5, verse 4, after Seth was born. Adam lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Adam's family grows beyond his named sons. Genesis 5, verse 5 altogether. Adam lived a total of 930 years, and then he died. Marks the death of Adam, closing the first human life recorded in full. Genesis 5, verse 6. When Seth had lived 105 years, he became the father of Enosh. Seth's lineage is continued through his son Enosh. Genesis 5, verse 7. After he became the father of Enosh, Seth lived 807 years and had other sons and daughters. Seth's family expands, following the same pattern. Genesis 5, verse 8 altogether. Seth lived a total of 912 years, and then he died. The death of Seth is recorded, showing generational lifespans. Genesis 5, verse 9. When Enosh had lived 90 years, he became the father of Kenan. Enosh becomes the father of Kenan, continuing Adam's line. Genesis 5, verse 10. After he became the father of Kenan, Enosh lived 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Enosh's lineage grows. Genesis 5, verse 11 altogether. Enosh lived a total of 905 years, and then he died. Marks the end of Enosh's life. Genesis 5, verse 12. When Kenan had lived 70 years, he became the father of Mahalalel. Kenan's lineage continues with the birth of Mahalalel. Genesis 5, verse 13. After he became the father of Mahalalel, Kenan lived 840 years and had other sons and daughters. Kenan's family grows. Genesis 5, verse 14 altogether. Kenan lived a total of 910 years, and then he died. The death of Kenan is recorded, continuing the pattern. Genesis 5, verse 15. When Mahalalel had lived 65 years, he became the father of Jared. Mahalalel becomes the father of Jared. Genesis 5, verse 16. After he became the father of Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years and had other sons and daughters. Mahalalel's lineage expands. Genesis 5, verse 17 altogether. Mahalalel lived a total of 895 years, and then he died. The end of Mahalalel's life is noted. Genesis 5, verse 18. When Jared had lived 162 years, he became the father of Enoch. Jared's lineage continues with the birth of Enoch. Genesis 5, verse 19. After he became the father of Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Jared's family expands. Genesis 5, verse 20 altogether. Jared lived a total of 962 years, and then he died. Jared's long life concludes. Genesis 5, verse 21. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he became the father of Methuselah. Enoch becomes the father of Methuselah, known for his extraordinary life. Genesis 5, verse 22. After he became the father of Methuselah, Enoch walked faithfully with God 300 years. Enoch is noted for his close relationship with God. Genesis 5, verse 23 altogether. Enoch lived a total of 365 years. Enoch's lifespan is recorded as significantly shorter than others. Genesis 5, verse 24. Enoch walked faithfully with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. Enoch does not experience death, being taken by God. Genesis 5, verse 25. When Methuselah had lived 187 years, he became the father of Lamech. Methuselah's lineage continues with the birth of Lamech. Genesis 5, verse 26. After he became the father of Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Methuselah's family grows. Genesis 5, verse 27 altogether. Methuselah lived a total of 969 years, and then he died. Methuselah is recorded as the oldest man in the Bible. Genesis 5, verse 28, when Lamech had lived 182 years, he had a son. Lamech's lineage continues with the birth of his son. Genesis 5, verse 29, he named him Noah and said, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands." Lamech names his son Noah, foreshadowing his role. Genesis 5, verse 30, after Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Lamech's family grows, including Noah. Genesis 5, verse 31 altogether. Lamech lived a total of 777 years, and then he died. The end of Lamech's life is recorded. Genesis 5, verse 32, after Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Noah's lineage begins, leading to the next major biblical events.